Alright, ladies and gentlemen, Fab's in the house. And today I've got the Spyderco Tenacious here with me for a review, and we are gonna analyze the look, the sound, and the feel of this guy. But first of all, let's just do a quick size comparison up against the Spyderco Para 3. Look at this, same handle size, a little bit shorter blade, and let's compare it up against the bigger brother. This is the Spyderco Paramilitary 2. So as you can see, this guy is 7.75 inch long when open, with a 3.6 blade, 3.6 inches long blade, sorry, and 4.4 inch long handle. So it's smaller than the Paramilitary 2 and bigger than the Para 3. For example, this is up against Chris Reeve Knives Large Sebenza 21, so you have an idea of that. This is up against another small boy. This is the Beg Knives Steelcraft Edition Mini Glimpse. And if you want to see it up against another smaller guy, this is the James Brand, the County, right over here. So you have an idea of this one. And let's just put this guy up against also another beauty right over here. This is the North Arm Knives Skaha 2. And yeah, just because we have it here, big boy going on. This is the Snafu 2.0 by CKF Custom Knife Factory, and also let's just put it up against something smaller, so it's not gonna become sad. So this is the MBK Knife EZC over here. So this is the Spyderco Tenacious, and it's a very inexpensive knife. It's the perfect user, I think, because it's a liner lock. It's made in China by Spyderco. It's very inexpensive. I would say around $60. Has G10 scales. Overall length is alright for EDC. It's a little bit wide in the pocket. It has full liners which are skeletonized on the inside. So you see there's like some holes drilled through to save a little bit on the weight. You have a nice finger groove. It's nicely contoured, nicely designed, guys, I have to say. There's some chamfering going on for the G10 all around. No inner chamfering for the liners, but it's not sharp. I mean, it's not the rounded off like beautifully, but it's all right. You have 3 back spacer going on, 1, 2, 3. This is actually a lanyard tube with a lanyard hole going on over here and passing through the pocket clip right here in the back, and it's a liner lock, so it's pretty functional. You see the lockup is like 60% right over here. This is a brand new one, and very, very easy to access because the huge cutout and the nice chamfering going on the G10 scale right over here. Very, very easily disengage, very, very easy to disengage the lock bar like that. You also have some jimping going on, which is gonna be super functional to have some grip and close the blade. Very, very nice. You have some very simple construction going on here, guys. You just have a T8 screw for the pivot and 3 T6 bits screws, sorry, to disassemble the handle, and you're done basically. This guy's running on phosphorus bronze washers. There's 2 per side, very, very thin, so just watch out when you clean this up not to bend anything, because yeah, it might happen. You have a stainless steel polished pocket clip with the Spyderco logo, 3 screws to keep it together with the handle and the lanyard tube passing through. The retention of the clip is pretty on the strong side. I never liked this Spyderco pocket clip, honestly. In fact, you see, for example, this guy has a different clip, as well as this guy also as another like deep carry clip, which I prefer to compare to this one, but it's just me. This is nicely designed, of course, but it's just aesthetically unpleasant in my opinion. But it works. The blade is 3.5 inch long, nicely designed. I like this design actually because it's a full flat grind, it's very thin behind the edge, it's 8CR13 MOV steel, which is, I mean, it's a cheap one, yeah, but also the knife is like what, 60 bucks, so we cannot really complain about this, maybe 50. The stock thickness is pretty good, it's a good slicer. This is up against the Paramilitary 2, which is a little bit thicker. So very, very good job. Right over here you have basically all belly up to the absent sharpening choil. It's not there, but you have a very nice thumb ramp with some nice jimping going on, which is like just perfect, guys. This is fantastic place to rest your thumb. It's very, very nice. It's just ergonomically speaking perfect. There's no chamfering going on the spidey hole over here, so it's going to be a little bit on the sharp side when you're going to be deploying like that, or if you're going to do like a spidey flick. It can be a little bit sharp, nothing too crazy, but yeah, it's something. Also, you have very, very nice plunge grind. Look at this, which underlines the nature of the full flat grind of this blade going right up to the spine of the blade. There's no little bit of crowning, just a little bit, but I mean, it's not sharp, but they could have rounded off a little bit better. Right there, I like how the jimping just starts like flush with the handle and then just raises into the thumb ramp. Really, really cool. Of course, you have the Spyderco logo, Spyderco name, HCR13 MOV, made in China right over here. So you have some billboarding going on right there on the blade. Sound check, it's this. So when you open this guy, it's all right. It's a nice cluck. It's pretty soft and sweet at the same time. It's not that rich. It's not that unique, but it's not bad. When you close it, because it's running on washer, so there's no guillotine effect. You have just to wiggle it, and just gonna be like a pretty mellow and unobtrusive and almost inaudible click. Like so. What is a little bit, not obnoxious, but you see this squealing sound of the detent ball rubbing up against the tang of the blade. Even if I put some nano-oil, you still have it there, so it's just something I thought to mention. The weight in the pocket of this guy is going to be 4 ounces, so not too crazy, but it's reasonable. You have some weight to it. The grip is going to be very, very good. So as long as you hold it like this and like that, it's nicely done. I like this area here for your fingers, and especially this side over here, which is dual purpose. You know, one is just to slide your thumb and disengage the lock bar, and the other one is just for your index, just to squeeze in like that and meet no resistance and no hotspot. So very, very good. There's a little bit of hotspot going on in the right over here because of the clip ramp, but it's nothing too crazy. It's just digging, you see, like here. So if you squeeze, I have it there, but this is just me. Overall construction is good because you have this extra standoff over here, which is adding some nice rigidity to the structure. And they act like pillars, and there's 1, 2, 3 plus the lanyard tubes, hole tube. So it's pretty solid. The G10 is textured, so it gives you like a grippy sensation, which is nice, especially if you're wearing gloves. This is gonna be a grippy handle for sure. There is no blade play. There is only like a blade flex because of the construction, but blade is solidly in place. And you have a nice fall, like free fall as soon as you disengage the lock bar. There's no guillotine effect. The detent suction is very, very low, and the detent is pretty on the light side. Overall, guys, this is an inexpensive knife. It's well put together. I honestly like the overall appearance of this one. The grip is really good. The sound is okay. It's not the best steel in the world, I get it, but also it's not the most expensive knife you've ever seen. So there you have it. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching and stay tuned.